keep pushing me closer to the edge again. The edge again. Suffocating underneath. Try to numb the pain. You hit me like thunder. Sentimientos es falta. Y cada vez que nos juntamos me derramas lo que siempre escondo en mí. You pull me under. Even if I try to hide, try to run, you got your teeth in me and I'm tired of fighting. So give me a reason, 'cause I'm at the end. You keep pushing me closer to the edge again. The edge again. Suffocating underneath. Try to numb the pain. I just wanna feel again. Bloodshot eyes, I know I can. Pull me under. You keep pushing me closer to the edge again. You keep pushing me closer to the edge again. The edge again. Suffocating underneath. Try to numb the pain. I just wanna feel again. Bloodshot eyes, I know I can. Pull me under. You keep pushing me closer to the edge again.
Let's fucking go! What is up, family? Man, welcome back to the channel. We did it again. We are here live. We are chilling, man. We are together. What are we gonna do, man? Are we gonna put together this analysis or what? Guys, I promise you on everything, man. The energy that you're hearing here is clearly a simple blur coming out of your boy Arca Bulls. I'll tell you why, man. We actually had two more family members of mine fall super ill. I mean, bad, bro. Like a virus going across the entire house, sweeping the Arca Bulls house, man, getting shorted left and right, you know? Two of my kids ended up getting shorted too. You know what I mean? I went to the hospital twice over the last 24 hours. I have slept like 3 hours. But I'm fucking stoked to be here. Let's go! What is up, Velocity? Steve, what is good? District 9, good to see you. Samantha H, Coin Fox, what is up? Alfredo, Debbie, good to see you in here. Man, guys, yeah, I gotta tell you, man. Senor Pennington actually wishing me or hoping that they're better, right? Yeah, certainly, man. They are doing way better, right? They are hydrated, man. At a certain point, they couldn't hold it, not even liquids down, right? But it's all good, dude. It's all good. The hospital was, both of the hospitals were incredibly helpful, right? They noticed that they were in so much pain. We got taken in and out within about 5 hours each. You know what I mean? I know, I get it. It still is like you're saying, like, damn, but that's still 5 hours. You know what I mean? But dude, when you're in Los Angeles, California, 5 hours is a bunch of it, dude. That's a hookup. That is the homie hookup. Travis, what is up, man? Good to see you here. Daryl, good to see you. Titty Sprinkles, dude, my man. I love you, bro. Good to see you here. Marky Mark, always good to see you. Game Banger, what's up, man? Good to see everybody in. Thank you so much for coming on in, guys. Please do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. So we're going to have to go ahead and get this thing rolling. What are we going to look at first, right? So here, guys, we have the first banger, right? Of course, we got to take a look at GME. I know, guys, it was a freaking tough last week. I get it. You know what I mean? Me too, right? I ended up just telling you guys that I'm not going to go in any heavier. I'm just going to go in with the position I have until we break resistance of the following resistance and confirm it as a support conversion. I will go ahead and enter a little bit harder, right? So yes, right now my position is completely down and obliterated with yours too, right? But it's all good. We're going to find out exactly what's happening with the price action. You've already seen the video, right? In fact, thank you all so much for supporting me and supporting the team here. That video has now reached over 10,000 views in just a day, and the Arca Bulls team, surprisingly enough, is reaching close to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube as we speak. Go and violate that subscribe button, you guys. I'm very excited to be sharing with you the talents here, to be sharing with you what the potentials are as far as price action, right? So please do me a favor, hit that like button again, subscribe to the channel, be a part of the team, right? So guys, yes, so we spoke about a potential 50% pullback leading in to the Roaring Kitty stream, right? And it was actually a pretty sound strategy given by one of my analysts, right? And that was actually Options. So Options came up to us and said, you know what, man, this is starting to remind me kind of the time where Elon Musk started speaking about Dogecoin that one day live, and the thing ripped, right? It ripped to the upside and it got absolute traction. It was running. And then as he approached his interview in 2020, 2021, whenever that was, right? The coin completely capitulated. It dropped his ass flat on the ground, right? And this was a situation that he kind of compared it to, right? Because we've all been noticing as well that Roaring Kitty has kind of been acting a little bit like Elon Musk, right? A little cryptic messages here and there, like your little riddles here, and he'll get you to figure out things just like the way Elon did, right? So it's only appropriate to kind of share that similar vibe. And then also, you guys, how many of you have been watching I don't know what to call them. I don't know what to call those people that are looking for conspiracies, I guess. Are we going to call them conspiracies? Is that what it is? Like, for example, the Buzz Lightyear tattoo versus is it the cars on the left-hand side, or what was it? Because to me that looked like he was representing I don't know actually. I really don't know. So I want to get your vibe on that. I want to get your feel. The Porsche, yeah, SNL, right? Yeah. So I want to get your feels behind that. So please let me know what you believe is kind of true from all of those man, I don't even know. Should we call them that? Some of them are a bit of a stretch. Some of them, I gotta admit, man, some of them, yeah. Some of the conspiracies, right? Some of those conspiracies. Some of those are a little bit of a push, right? Like, for example, somebody started noticing one that I was like, what the hell? It was a long time ago tweet that Roaring Kitty put up, and it was regarding Jackie Le fucking Tits, my bro. I love you, man. Come in. What's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, bro. All respect to you. All respect to the fam, my bro. Let's get this shit done, right? Let's make sure to get retail on the right path, my bro. Thank you so much for everything you do, bro. You know we all fucking love you, man. We got to make sure to come by and support Jackie Le Tits and give him some love, give him some subs, right? All good, bro. Much love and much respect to you, my buddy. And let's keep at it, right? Let's keep at it. Let's keep building and screaming and yelling and fucking it up. Let's get it, team. So, yeah, give me your opinions, guys. What are you thinking? What's gonna be the biggest conspiracy of all? So, like I was saying, right? Somebody mentioned this really cryptic message from back in 2000. What, man? 2000. 20 maybe 2021, where where my homeboy was talking about something that apparently related to the date of June 21st, 2021. That's fucking right, you guys. Tits Gang is in the fucking chat, man. All respect to my bro. All respect and all love to my brother. Man, good to see you, dude. I hope everything is okay, man. And much respect to you and what you're doing with your fan base, buddy. I gotta. I didn't expect for you to come back and donate to me again, buddy. I tried to give it to you too, man. I meant this video, not mine. Says Jackie. Love you, buddy. I love you, man. Keep that shit alive, bro. You're fucking wild, man. You're fucking wild. You know what I hear, bro? I hear a lot of dudes trying to talk their shit on you, man. Tell them to fuck off, bro. Tell those fools to fuck off, man. Stop fucking with the game. Stop fucking with the stop fucking with the hype. All they are is jealous, bro. Right? Is jealous, man. Even you know what? I'm stoked. I'm really stoked that you and Morant's officially, cut that shit out, right? Because my dude was really upset, bro, and I was like, whoa, this guy really keeping it there, man. But you know what, dude? It's the online game, bro. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to talk a little bit of shit here and there, man, and then just keep it alive, bro. So. Jackie the GOAT, my brother, good to see you here again, man. I hope everything is cool with you. I caught your videos a little bit earlier, right? Trying to send as many people as I can towards you, buddy. But again, thank you so much for all your support, and I hope everything is good with you and your family, my brother. So keep that energy up and running, man, and everything will be cool, right? Make sure to join his Discord, guys. All right, guys. So yeah, like I said, somebody related that fucking date. Somebody related from back in 2021. This date from the quad witching date, right? This June 21st. What the fuck? I don't even know what to do with that. That's right, JP, Morantz and Jackie love forever. I'm really happy to hear that, dude. No joke. I want to make sure that it is kept that way, bro. Like, that's what the institutions want, I feel sometimes, bro. It's for us to just be against each other. It is not about that. It is really not about us being against each other. It would be best if it would be best. Double X, yeah, man. Jackie Latiz just stopped by just a little bit ago, man. He came in and donated some very kind cash here, and I can see he brought his team too, right? Really appreciate my brother. Right, always good, always good. We got to make sure to send our love right back to the Tits Gang, right? And make sure that we are there to support each other, guys, because the institutions are going to try to tear you guys apart, right? They're going to try to set you guys apart, man. That's not the deal. Like, for example, I'm getting comments about, oh, dude, Arca, I can tell you're brand new to this. Fuck no, you don't know shit. I'm not brand new to this, bro. I've been in it before you have. Dude, I've been in this fucking game before you have, bro. Like, dead ass. I really have, right? So these guys are coming up saying, like, oh, you're not an OG. You're not an OG. Bro, who gives a fuck about who's going to OG and who's a newcomer, right? Who the fuck? And actually, by the way, I do not mean that in any racial way, right? Double X actually got me one time on that, right? So what I do mean is actually as a new participant, right, towards the AMC and GME movement, it does not matter if you're brand new, right? Or if you're an OG, it doesn't matter, guys. They're trying to separate you, man. It's not like that. Not like that at all. Not like that at all, man. But Jackie Latiz, buddy, if you're still listening here, man, I love you so much, dude. Thank you so much for coming on by and sharing your love here with the Arca Bulls trading team, dude. The Arca Bulls team, I've already tried to send them over your way. It's not near as concentrated as the traffic that you provide, right, my dude? But I'll try my fucking best, and we'll get them over to the Titties Gang, man. Woo! Bro, good to see you, bro. Anyway, you guys, so yes, are we talking about a potential pullback? Remember, 44% of the time to about 50% of the time at the closure of a candle, you will get about about 68 to 72% of the time, you'll get a 44 to 50% pullback on that prior bar close, right? So let's take a look at that on the weekly time frame, right? What will that be? So if you draw in here, right, just take a simple box like this one down here, right, you guys? Just like that, right? It's a box. It gives you the 50% right in between. You can definitely observe it, right? You can absolutely check it out, and it'll give you that 50%, right? So all you do really is take in that box and draw it, right? Draw it the length of the weekly candle that we just closed, right? So you draw it that way, and then you can identify what that 50% is, right? Just like this, right? Take that into consideration here, guys. There you go. You can see that 50% line bouncing up and down, right? That tells you that $34.86 could be in line without any type of effort, just because of trend, just because of statistics, right? Just because of that. Now, check this out. What about if we back it with some numbers, some more stats? Now, well, take a look at my data sales indicator here, right? This is our algorithm printed in the Arca Bulls trading team. Our current time frame ATR is giving us about a $7.15 average true range. What the fuck is an average true range, Arca? Stop talking about this fucking bullshit. What are you saying? An average true range, guys, is a range that an asset moves on average on the specific time frame that you chose, right? In this case, we're looking at the weekly. So on average, through a weekly candle, we're getting a $7.15 move, right? So if that's the case, and we open up, just say for example, right? We open up price action here at around $28 come Monday, right? If that's the case, then what is the target that we have for the 50% retrace? Just based on the close of this candle, right? Well, that's $34.86. So let's just say it's $35. Keep it simple. Right? So if you're at $28, average it down, right? You're averaging it down to $28. Add them for yourself. 5, 6, 7, right? You got right there. So in other words, $35 minus 5 is $5, right? So then you got the 8. So then you got 30, 29, 28. So that's $7. Guys, so that's already telling us that we could experience the pullback or the 50%, 44% honestly, right? 44 to 50% retrace at the open of the next weekly candle. Why at the open? Because usually you tend to get an average true range move at the open of the brand new daily candle. Why am I saying daily if I just said weekly? Here's another one for you, right? The daily average true range is leading towards a $7.50 range. Remember that a lot of the volatility that has happened here has happened in the after hours as well, right? So naturally, the after hours time frames, they're all going to kind of come up to. So for example, if we go into the 12-hour time frame, that could be larger. Here we go. Yeah. So $8.55 is your 12-hour, right? So they're gonna vary right now, specifically in high volatile times. I understand, right? That shit happens. It's normal. If we're going to understand how the price action moves, we have to understand the typical statistics and how they go on day to day, right? So that's the way $7 make you holla. Curtis, my bro. James Flowers, good, dude. Arca is... I appreciate you, buddy. I appreciate you. James Flowers just said Arca is a high IQ madman. Senor Pennington is currently at $30.50 in the 24 hours. Hit a high of 32 already. Well, the thesis is absolutely playing correct right before your very eyes as we speak, right? You guys, I love it. I love it. Now, first of all, I'm not checking this shit, right? I put this video up fucking, I don't know, yesterday. I don't even know what time I put it up. Saturday? Friday? I don't remember, man. But yes, I did put it up, and the price action is already meeting the targets that we're talking about, right? It's all good. It's all good. Guys, so if you know the trend, if you know how price action behaves, if you know your stats, then you can have a serious edge over price action, right, guys? So I do believe that just naturally speaking, price action does revert around $7 or $8 here into tomorrow's price action, maybe even into Euro Open this evening, right? Whatever. For me, it's 1 a.m. Pacific, right? It's going to be 4 a.m. Eastern time and 3 a.m. Central time, right, you guys? So that's typically how that kind of behaves. So I want you to be aware over how these things happen, because these are the things that the Arca Bulls trading team keep track of at an unreal rate. Guys, I need you to make sure to keep safe out there, okay? Keep safe out there. All right? We were able to just identify simply that we would get a 50% return, a 50% pullback. Somebody even commented, bro, like, I thought you were crazy. Dead ass, Arca. I thought you were crazy by saying that GME was about to face a 50% drawdown coming into the Roaring Kitty stream. I was like, dude, Me too. Me too. Yeah. I mean, dead ass serious. I'm going to tell you that I'm fucking, yeah. I felt nervous by even saying that, right? Because people would then kind of react negatively towards you and they'll say, dude, you're a fucking shill. You're this, you're that, you're this. But I'm really not trying to do that. Really, I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to maintain integrity and I'm trying to maintain whatever tricks I've gathered throughout the days and throughout the years, right? So that I can explain them to you. In fact, that's the same thing that other influencers are doing too, like Jackie, right? We're trying to make sure that we can educate, that we can keep on top of the trend, that we can make sure that retail is also combating against the institutions the right way, right? It's difficult to actually know every single individual, tiny individual little rule. I get it, guys, but that's why some of us are here, and that's why some of us are kind of concentrated around all this attention, right? So gather yourself around those dudes who have all that attention. You'll see like, okay, well, let me forward test this guy. Is he good? Is he not? Forward test his targets. But what I mean by forward test is this. This guy is saying that we're going to hit this target tomorrow. Let's find out if we do. This guy is saying that we're going to hit this and that tomorrow. Let's see if we do. What about what she's saying? Test her. And then test her again and see the consistency and see if there is absolute consistency. Because a lot of people may accuse you of being lucky. Well, honestly, I do think that luck plays a great role inside of the trading, the financial markets in general, right? We just have to know where luck would. Let's just say this: we have to know the higher probability of where luck will be. Right? If we can keep it like that, then everything will be fucking chilling, right? Daniel Gonzalez, what's up, man? Good to see you here. Good to see you here. Guys, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. I'm very excited to be streaming with you here tonight, and I want to describe to you also what the potentials are for price action. You're already identifying a potential increase to the targets of around 34.86 come Monday or come Euro Open, okay? We'll find out. Julius, what is up, man? Saying, when in doubt, listen to Arca. My bro, I absolutely appreciate you, man. Let's see. What do I think about Roaring Kitty's new pick? Wicked, can you actually elaborate with me what you feel about it? I want to know also what you personally feel. Remember, we were going over those conspiracies. I know there's a bunch of them out there, man. Like a serious amount of them. Like, for example, I can't speculate on a freaking company that's really going down the hill like this, bro. But like, for example, FFIE, right? Like, guys, that thing is one massive trap, right? It feels like you're just gonna get your ass obliterated on a ticker like that, but it's freaking going up on I don't know what. Right, guys? Like, it's like there are things that are being spoken of regarding FFIE, and honestly, the only tie that I personally saw was that people inside of the Roaring Kitty stream were tying themselves to it, right? If you just observe those 600,000 people, just observe them, right? Talk. That thing is just screaming words after words after words after sentences after person, right? Speaking. You see words like FFIE. You see like Diamond Hands, Hold, GME, AMC, and then you see FFIE. So it looks like we literally did it to ourselves. Man, if that's really the catalyst, you know, ride that shit in the short term, right? Make sure to take your gains and get the fuck out, right? Because you're going to get your ass fucking trampled, right? So please... So please be careful out there, right? Aaron, good to see you, dude. Simon, what is up, dude? Good to see you here, too. And yeah, so anyway, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at AMC now and see what we have in store for the continuation of price action. Well, AMC also got a similar closure. Let's go ahead and take a look at AMC's 5-day closure because it would be, in statistics, right, we would get that 50%, 44 to 50% candle prior bar retrace, right? So if we can get that prior bar retrace, what's it gonna be? Let's take a look at it right here. You take a box, right? Remember, you take the box to the total range of that entire 5-day candle. So we already know that just by bare statistics, just by bare behavioral anomaly, we're gonna go to the upside. Right now, I'm thinking that we could get up to the targets of around $5.28 just simply because we have a 5-day closure, right? So if that's the case, then we probably have some pretty interesting times coming across. And if that's also the case, are we hovering around this? Maybe I would say, you know what? Let me look at the post market activity here. I was gonna say $7, right? Yeah, it's actually $6.89. So what I was gonna tell you is that are we about to hover around the $6.89 target to down to around that $4.57? Is this our new chop range? Because we're about guys, speculative, okay? Speculative. Let's group together. Let's make sure that we can observe this together and see what the higher probabilities are going to be, right? Is it possible that we're in the process of building an inverse head and shoulders by having us kind of hover around this area here, that it could go all the way? Remember, I'm talking about really $6.89 or $7 down to the zones of about $4.57. Could the bulls be planning something? Right? I'm talking about the heavier weight bulls, the whale bulls, right? Because they'll be trying to play games too. It's not only the short sellers that just play these crazy games. The bulls are absolutely nefarious, and I fucking love it. I love it. So if that's the case, let's go ahead and speculate a potential topside target based on this inverse head and shoulders, because that topside target may be a repeating target of another one we've already reached. So let's get that confluence now and see what's up. AMC 5-day inverted head and shoulders, or we can call it the inverse herpy derpy, right? Let's go ahead and observe here, because we do have a pretty nice regression here, right? We have nice contact points on that way up, and it's a very, very common strategy, the inverse head and shoulders. Now that we've identified that neckline, let's go ahead and take into consideration the top of the right from the neckline to the top of the head. So all the way down here, we take a trend line to identify its price objective, right? Let's get that in the roll. Let's get that in the roll now. So if this is the case, let's just assume that this is going to be around the area of our right hand shoulder, okay? So we would naturally apply this trend line right above, right in the center of that shoulder. The target that's coming out of this is actually $9.29. Now, let me put a line across this so that you can see how confluent it is. Bam, 5-day gap right here. What the fuck do you know? Let's go. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. So if really that is the case, confluence already with a major, major gap on the 5-day time frame. I love it. What about if we do some really, guys, remember, I am using Fibonacci retracement tools absolutely different than everyone is using them, and I am using them outside of tradition. Why? Because I want the Fibonacci targets to give me a forecastable target. I want to know where they are suggesting price can be based on behavioral anomaly. We're talking about the 618s, the 272s, right? Those ratios have been proven. I don't even have to say it to you. All you have to do is go on Google or YouTube and search the meaning of 618, and then look for yourself and get your minds blown. Dead ass serious, get your minds straight dead ass blown. All right, go onto YouTube and search the meaning of 618, and then you'll see what the hype is around with these Fibonacci retracements that all these people talk about. It's very good stuff, trust me. All right, now I'm not gonna ever say that again, right? Trust me, bro. Right? Fuck it. Do what you want, man. You don't have to do shit. But I would watch it. All right. So let's go ahead and take a Fibonacci retracement tool here. First of all, from the current range, right? From the closure of that 5-day candle that we just got to the very bottom side of that week, right? Or the bi-weekly. So let's do this. Just like this. And we're going to find out if these targets up here have anything in common with the 272 or the 618 ranges, just like we've been doing for the last couple of weeks, right? The same way. If it doesn't, so be it, right? It usually lands on a 2-fib or some bullshit. So let's go ahead and take a look at that now. All right, so bam, we have absolute confluence right up there with the 2-spot 618 at 904. We're looking at 934, which naturally gives us a range of resistance now, right? So freaking awesome. I love it. Now, what I want you to notice too is where current price action is, but let me just go ahead and take this into account here, right? Because I'm giving you different targets right now that I did from the video. I want to make sure that I can stand apart from even myself when I look at these threads of analyses. I want to make sure you're hearing it right. You're hearing it right. I just released a video that had the biggest response that I've ever had in my life. It's approaching 11,000 views right now, but I am still ghost lapping myself. I'm still ghost racing myself. So I'm going to give you a different thread of analysis even in this live stream. I'm going to literally try to overdo what I did or try to look at it from a different perspective because I didn't show you this. All right? So let's go ahead and now take a look at the potential targets, right? So we have that 2 spot 618 to the price objective here based on the inverse head and shoulders if it does happen. The next thing I said is where are we? Where are we currently in the price action? Other than saying 491, I fucking get it. I get it. But where? Look at your position inside of the Fibonacci retracement. Okay? Right in between this area here. All you got to do is just know your rules, okay? You guys, you'll be good. This is called the golden pocket. The golden pocket between the 0.618 Fibonacci ratio and the 0.382 Fibonacci ratio is your golden pocket, and price action is right inside of it. Now, we've identified 2 different golden pockets. That's right, Seb Lim. We've identified 2 different golden pockets in 2 very distinct time frames in GME before we experienced the bounce to the upside. And it did. Usually when price action lands inside of this golden pocket, there could be a spring. There could be a spring to experience an upside. That's the way things happen naturally, right? Why does it happen that way? Again, I'm going to challenge you. Go on YouTube whenever you have free time and observe the meaning of 618. It's going to be outside of trading. It's going to tell you what it means globally. Right? It's going to tell you what it means as a footprint for literally humanity, for the very existence of where we're on, of what we're. Yeah, just you get it. You get it. Watch it for yourself. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. All right, you guys. So we're on that between the 0.618 and 0.382. This could be the spring that could launch price action towards the upside. Remember that the weekly target or the weekly retrace that I am observing here for AMC, I'm going to go ahead and bring you back into that chart, right? I think I have it right over. Oh, actually, it's right about the weekly, the 5-day, right? So let's go ahead and observe that 5-day. It's right here. We're getting a resistance at the 50. Guys, I just told you that we're going to get resistance at 528. What is 528? Look at the 0.618. That's your resistance and weekly pullback bouncing from the 0.382 at 482. So we're doing it to ourselves again, right? So now I want to further this actually. Let's pull up data cells. Let's get the statistics on this and see what's up, right? I want you to know the type of trader I am and the type of shit that I'm looking at while I'm trading, because AMC and GME isn't the only thing I trade. It is right now giving me the attention, right? So I'm going to go ahead and focus in on it because I know that there's a lot of retail right now trapped in it, and I want to make sure that you have an edge over price action. So if you do choose to join the Arca Bulls trading team with me, then you'll understand the type of shit that I look out for, right? I want you to expand your mind. I want you to be creative. Make sure to bring out your inner creativity, and you'll see that the freaking trading world is endless. Okay? Let's go. If we're resisting here from the 528, which means that we're going to be going up, that would be 30, 40 cents around there. Could that be it for price action? Well, no. Your daily ATR is actually around 79 cents. So we're only moving half. So the daily ATR would actually lead to a further topside target. In fact, my daily ATR is being reached right now at around $6.09. That's a little extended. I don't think it'll go that far, but the algorithm is reading it. In fact, I do think that the target would be the upper band of the first standard deviation multiplier on a 5-day time frame. Or that's going to be your 2 standard deviations on my reversion variant indicator. Let's look at it. Right there, 543. I do think that we're going to spend some time between the 0.618 and the 0.786 leading into tomorrow at $5.43. It doesn't mean that it's going to happen. I'm just telling you that math is saying that there is a probability that we would land around those targets. Okay? Keep it safe. Keep it real. I want to make sure that you are trading safe again. Most importantly, trading safe, knowing the rules to this game. All right, you guys? Great stuff. Now that we can identify that there is an upside coming in, why don't we take a look at does the SPY agree that we would see a continuation to the upside? Because we noticed that the SPY actually ran while GME and AMC dropped. So if there is immediate weakness, can we identify potential strength to GME because the SPY is facing weakness because that's what it did? So if that's really the case, the 4-hour time frame of the SPY is showing downside. In fact, we're completely decreasing in volatility and we're pivoted straight to the downside. 4-hour time frame crossing below the SMA 14 on an RSI. It's looking pretty fucking bearish to me, at least in the medium term for the day. So that means that I think that the SPY pulls back here, maybe into, I would say, leading into NYSE lunchtime tomorrow. So if that really is the case, then since we got a complete inversion in price, does GME go up with the SPY weakness? Because that's what it fucking did. So if it is the case, then I do think that we're in line for some upside price. All right. First of all, remember, we were already observing the weekly close on GME as well, right here, going back up to the targets of about $34.86. AMC, remember, the pullback right here would be up to $5.28 just simply by retracing back on that prior 5-day close. I think something is up. I do think that there could, I'm not going to, okay, one more thing. Here is something that I would like to share for those of you who actually didn't get it right. Yes, you're going to see here a bunch of fucking green lines. What are all those green lines? Well, somebody was saying, well, this is why you're a newbie, bro, is because you don't know that the quad witchings don't bring shit. Yeah, I know that the quad witching doesn't bring shit, but what is shit? Is there a number to your shit? Do you know if that number is greater than AMC? And what is that greater value than AMC? That's the kind of shit that I try to figure out. I'm not gonna do it because I just noticed that there was a decline. Fuck no. I'm gonna put numbers to it. I'm gonna back test it. I'm gonna put the statistics on it. I'm gonna figure out the fucking mean, the average return, and then I'm gonna standard deviate that motherfucker and see how far it can go up or down. Right? That's just because that's the way the Arca Bulls trading team fucking does it. All right, you guys, next, this is the monthly time frame. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a different approach, okay? Because not everyone is observing GME from physics. Not everyone is observing the price action from a standpoint of mathematics only. Okay, so let's merge two different mathematics topics here. We're going to merge physics and statistics. We're going to use linear volatility versus stochastic momentum on two different time frames like stock, right? Just out of the box. Exponential moving average 3 period and your simple moving average 14 period within this smoothing indicator, right? It's going to be a smoothing factor of 3, in fact. Okay? Standard. And this is linear volatility representing the disbursements of returns in linear. So, expansion happens with an upside. That means when people are buying and shorting really fast, this thing starts to expand and expand and expand, right? When it starts to contract, that means that less people are buying and or shorting or whatever. It just means less volatility. This does not represent direction. It represents the volatility, right? So volatility could be direction neutral because if this was expanding, meaning we're buying and shorting, we could also be going to the downside heavily. Just like we could be going to the upside heavily with buying and shorting with that expansion phase. You get me? Okay. By the way, this is my algorithm. This is inspired by a very talented script creator for Pine Script. His name is The Caretaker. He created BBWP. From his indicator, I created the ABT volatility heat map, right? Because I built a heat map behind it. Anyway, that's right, guys. Yes, I am a a systematic trader. I am algorithmic, and I'm building systems just like the institutions do so that retail can have the edge over trading against the institutions like the institutions have on us. This time around, retail is not the same shit from February 2021. No. We are quite the different fucking breed this time. We are literally evolving right now into systematic high-frequency trade system traders. That's where we're going. That's where Arca Bulls trading team is going. Make sure to join the team right away by hitting those links in the bottom left and bottom right so that you can be a part of this every single day with us. Next, let's make sure to observe why I would even look at this in the first place. Well, since we are on linear, that means that I can actually backtest certain criteria. Specifically this: anytime that volatility falls below the 90% of critical expansion, I will find out what price action did in that time frame. What did it do specifically towards the upside? So I want to know how far to the upside it's gone, and I want to know how long it took to get to that upside so that I can identify a trend. Now, the monthly time frame does have that, right? This is when the signal fired back in February 2022, February 1st. Now, this signal has not subsided. This signal is not done. The signal is still on because we never reached critical expansion or critical contraction. Okay? So if it reaches either or, the signal is off. Check this out. This is where shit is going to get really real in your ears. This has 5 out of 5 iterations measuring correct, meaning that every time that this happens here, breaking below the 90% volatility, right? Price action has gone to the upside 5 out of 5 times. But the curious thing is the math behind it. How much did it do? So 5 out of 5 iterations throughout the entire trading history on the monthly time frame, proving a 100% upside accuracy, giving us an average of 37.34% on average. That's not what I want for you. The data is landing here. When you measure the standard deviation, it's going to tell you how far up or down the asset can move from the firing of the signal. The signal fired right over here on this candle. What date is that? February 1st. Remember, this thing told us on February 1st, 2022, it told us that this can deviate downward 95.59% from the firing of this signal, but the upside targets are these: 37.34, 132.93, 228.52%, and a massive 324.11. Look at this. I'm about to wow you. We got the fucking decline here. To how much? We declined from the firing of the signal 64.48% of the 95.59%, and then the thing started ripping to the upside. The first target was 132.93% to the upside from the firing of the signal. Look how far we went to the $64 target that we just reached, 129.32%. We already knew this target was going to hit fucking a year ago. How about math? You know what I mean? Now, let's take it even fucking further. The lower bound was telling you that upon reaching 132.93%, there could be a minus 58.25% decline. Look at the decline from that point. Let's go ahead and take this as a negative value. You do what you want. You practice the way you will, but let's go ahead and do it. From that upside, let's decline all the way back. Look at the valuation. Minus 57.22% on decline from the top side of 132.93%. Guys, this is why no SEC or no DTCC, nobody could, literally no one could fuck with me or the Arca Bulls team. Why? Because I fucking proved it mathematically, statistically, using physics and using fucking just trend. So if there's ever any fucking regulator that wants to come by and say, Arca Bulls team, we're going to fucking investigate you, you can investigate all the fuck you want. But I fucking proved it here using statistics. Big brain fucking moves here. Big IQ fucking moves here. I sound like I don't have a fucking IQ, but I swear on everything, my fucking brain is large as fuck. right? So this is how we fucking do it. And if I'm going to do it like that, guys, I'm aggressive like this. I'm aggressive like this because the financial markets are just as aggressive. You'll find little by little that is going to bring out the crazy shit out of you. All right, so we got the decline. What's the next target, statistically speaking? Well, we're looking at an upper bound of the second standard deviation to 228.52%. What is that? That's taking us to a target of about $92.51. Very, very cool. But that's not where the fucking wow factor is. The wow factor is landing right here. The upper bound of the third standard deviation from firing back all the way back in February 1st, 2022 is a massive 324.11% upside thrust, leading to where? $120.45, and look at your all-time high. 120.75, dead on the fucking money. Guys, it's not by discretion that this shit is added. It is by mathematics that this shit is fucking added. And this is the different edge that I want to present to you. Every single trader, every single individual influencer that you catch out there, if you see the talent, great. Make sure that they can stand out and make sure that they have a fucking true edge in the fucking markets. Because the edge that I'm creating here is actually systems based, and I'm fucking algorithmically writing this shit into code. In fact, it's done. And I'm already being approached by an institution so that I can make sure to get this shit implemented and traded. And guess what that's going to mean for the Arca Bulls trading team? We're going to go fucking public. And it's going to be the biggest shit you ever seen. Because we're going to be retail trading high-frequency trade systems like the institutions do. What is up? Make sure to hit that fucking like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I want to see you in the Arca Bulls trading team effective tomorrow. No excuses. Let's get this shit done. Very good to see everybody up in here. Lorenzo, what is up, my dude? AR, what is up, dude? Game Banger said what's up to you a little bit earlier, right? Red White, good to see you there, man. And Love Star saying, bro, if we reach your target, I will follow you forever. See, this is one thing. I noticed that in one way or another, my targets are going to be reached in some way, right? And then somebody's going to be like, dude, ever since you talked 3 years ago on this shit and you said this, I never stopped following you and you still are going. Guys, that's because I follow a very strict set of rules. Volatility, let's say this. Somebody says, dude, but you're not taking into account. What's up, Jen? Good to see you here. You're not taking into account this, somebody tells me. They say you're not taking into account dark pool trading activity, right? Outside of the lit exchange, block trading activity post-market hours. How is it that I'm not? That's my question. Is how is it that I'm not taking that into consideration? And I'll show you why. Let's go ahead and open up here a brand new chart from GME. And I'm going to show you a little something that not too many people know of. Okay? I'm going to bring you in to maybe, let's say, the 1 minute chart, right? And I'm going to display to you the post hours colors. Okay? There's your pre-market. The blue is going to be your post-market. Okay? Good deal. Let's go back. Let's put this on log. And I want you to observe in one of these situations what price action does. Okay, here we go. Check this out. This is your post hours, right? And this is Euro Open right here. So if price action opened up at 26.68 and closed at 26.73, why is there a jump to 26.94? Why is that there? Markets are completely closed. So this gives you a shift. This gives you a shift in price action because that is trades happening outside of the lit exchange. Let's move back. Let's see if we have any more ridiculous ones. Okay, here's another one. This is very ridiculous. We closed right here. On this candle, post hours, $30.36, and this thing jumped all the way to $30.71. How is that happening, right? Let's look at a more drastic one. How about this one? This candle opened right about here at $22.99, closed at about $22.87, and then out of nowhere, this shit opens up at 35.21. 22 to 35. Here, look at this. Now look at this. When they say, Arca, you're not taking into account your off exchange, your dark pool trading activity. Remember what I told you. Volatility measures what? Disbursement of returns. That means that as transactions speed up, that means that we get expansion. It goes towards red, right? Let's bring up the indicator now. Let's pull up volatility heat map. And let's see what it says. Bam. What is that? How is it that Arca Bulls is not tracing dark pool activity? Fuck you. Yes, the fuck I am. Yes, the fuck I am. And why am I telling you that I am? Because this is what I call the footprint model. Why is it the fucking footprint model? Because I will say it just like I did to my other students, to my master students, right? And I will also say it like I have in other live streams and in other interviews where I've been invited to be a guest speaker. I've been invited to be a guest speaker in several spaces, okay? Now, imagine yourself in a desert, right? The desert is completely mud, but the mud is completely undisturbed and perfectly flat. Perfectly flat. No disturbance whatsoever. But you're stuck in between it. So, as you take one step forward, you leave a foot behind. You leave a footprint behind. And you take another, and you leave another footprint behind. And you continue going forward another step and another step and yet another step, and you keep leaving footprints behind. This is where I'm reading every single footprint that the institutions are making because I can see it. I don't understand why they're doing it. Is there a premise behind it? Is there a catalyst or fundamental reason behind doing this? I don't know, and I don't give one shit about it. But what I can tell you is that I see it and I measure it. And guess what? If it's done algorithmically, it has a signature and I can fucking trace its statistics and its behavioral anomalies. And that's what we do. And that's what I teach. How to build this fucking system, how to make it work for you to trade on what? Any fucking ticker you ever can imagine. On crypto, currencies, equities, futures, forex, you fucking name it. This shit works. I don't have to tell you. I just gave you the targets. We came up, the Arca Bulls trading team, me and CoinFox came up to you from fucking $10, telling you this was gonna dip to $9, and we were gonna go to 20 from fucking there, and we did. And the statistics proved it, and we went there. Right now, I'm showing you that the monthly time frame proved it too. I want to see you in the Arca Bulls trading team. Make sure to hit these links and join the team right away so that you're aware as to how to really play the financial markets against the institutions the way the institutions played against you. All right, team? I love it. Good to see everybody in here, man. Make sure to hit that like button. What's up, Michael Anthony? Good to see you here, man. Dustin Wagner, bro. He's saying, this is literally telling me to buy shares right before after hour ends and sell and set a sell order for 3 to 5% higher at almost certainly lock and profit every day. The problem is that it's at Euro Open, right? So then you have to wait all the way to your time. I mean, if you're into Euro markets, then I guess, yeah. So that, yeah, man, that's good. That's telling me that you're already observing how to build your own system. That's great, man. That's absolutely great. I love it. That's the kind of creativity and that's the kind of imagination that we encourage for our team to get, right, you guys? I want to make sure that you guys are aware that there are different systems, that there are different ways to trade the financial markets, right? And there are different ways to observe it. Yes, I have my discretion, guys. I know, right? I'm going to tell you right here my simple things, my 50% pullback, right? Yeah, I'm going to also give you my inverse herpy-derpy, right? I'm even going to backtest the behavior of the last 12 or 13 years of quad witchings leading into 10 days, right? On the day of profits and 10 days after. I'll even backtest that. Simple. That's cool. I'll gather all that data and I'll give you the results. But if we want to get really creative, if we want to look at aspects within the trades that not even the institutions can escape, then you come see me. And then we'll make sure to fucking really ride this shit to the upside. And that's how shit goes. I love you, team. Make sure to join that team. Let's go ahead and take a look. Guys, you know what? I think I had one more thing to display to you in the immediate short term. So if in case you guys wanted to observe what price action was going to do in the 5-minute time frame, like for example, the first hour, right, of trading, we can also observe those things too. Right? So let's do this here. I'm going to go ahead and share a couple of things with you that I don't usually share with any team. Okay, let's do this. When you're going to trade, just whatever asset really, right? Whatever asset that you're going to trade. Let's just say that we're going to trade this day here. This was Thursday, right? This last Thursday. This is your new day, okay? This is your prior day, the black area. I'm going to share with you some very important things here. What you want to do is make sure to mark off your prior day's high, okay? Mark it off just like this. You have your prior day's high here, and your prior day's low right down here. Another way that you want to observe is also where's your pre-market high and low. Well, in this case, right, the pre-market low and the day's low are confluent to each other, so that's good. And this is also why we want to make sure that we mark off that low, because in case price action goes even further, then we know that we're going to fall below that or support from it. Okay? A very good way to observe the broader markets. Now, if you're being told that you're getting $7 on average true range, then what is that $7 range on this? Remember, it's an average, okay? It's an average. So if we're trading this today, remember, we're trading this day. Mark off your prior day's high, which actually is going to be right around here, right there, right? And your prior day's low. Now, price action opens up. Here's your pre-market high. We're gonna go into the opening of the price. Here's your pre-market high. Usually, you're gonna get a burst. You're gonna get a burst through that pre-market high to a quick look above. That means you're going to be able to get a quick scalp in price action. Why? Because in the first 30 minutes to 1 hour of the trade, you are able to trade outside of traditional trading rules. What are those? Your validation and confirmation, right? You hear it all the time. They tell you all the time, right? So they tell you, okay, so this is your line of resistance, right? Price action, what it needs to do is actually ride up, resist, right? Pull back, break, validate, and then you long this opportunity here and then you continue. That's your typical price action type of behavior, right? But during the first 30 minutes to 1 hour, you have about a 60 to 70% probability that you don't need to follow that or abide by that rule. So that allows momentum traders and scalp traders to pull out some really quick YOLO trades, because that volatility introducing itself into the broader markets at market open shows a lot of anxiety. So not everyone knows that, right? So execution time with very speculative trades, zero rules, happen within the first 30 to 1 hour of the trade. You have to feel price, okay? Now, let's look at what price action did here. So we opened the day right down here at around 31.48. Price action goes up, little bit of resistance, then we blow by it, and we blow by it again all the way to 34.31, but then it comes back down to near the opening of the day, right? That's cool. It's all good. But what is the opening of the day? What is near here? Well, that's your day's high. Your prior day's high was located down here because that's where we went as high as we did during the trading day the prior day. So price action came to support that time. This is where not a lot of people understand what price action does. So you can get another dip buy opportunity right here. You buy this area, you're longing $31 to $34 fucking dollars all the way up there, and you just scalped that position. Those are called momentum traders, scalp traders. The traders that are able to take immediate short-term time frame opportunities. We're looking at 1 minute candles here, right? So you're looking at the efforts of about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're looking at around 15 to 20 minutes on this move. It's insane what you can do if you know the rules. Now, look at this. Price action declined here. It bounced up. We validated, right? We validated, and then took off to the moon. What were we validating? Your pre-market high. And what is it confluent to? Your post-market prior day's high. We validated here the support and bounced to the fucking moon. Do you see how strategically we can make a trade actually execute? If we're observant enough, if we understand our historical resistances and or supports, we're able to take over the fucking planet. Now, I'm just showing to you basic, very basic breakout strategies. This is called a breakout strategy. It's one that I'm teaching in my master's course right now, which, by the way, there's very limited seats at this point, team. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get to everyone. If you did already email me, my apologies. I will reach out to you. But for those who are still signing up, get to me right now, and I'll let you know if that seat is still available. ArcMastersCourse@gmail.com for the first time is going to be a 5-week mentorship program for beginners only. Okay? So, these things that I'm teaching you here are very basic. Very basic. I have discretion. I have an edge over discretion so that I can share it with the team in a different way. I can't speak code and I can't speak statistics all the time to the team because they're going to fucking look at me like I'm a lunatic. They're going to be like, dude, what is a upper bound of the second standard deviation and why is there a multiplier there? And why did you say price action is going to go there on 618 Fibonacci's? Bro, like, Arca, dude, I'm sorry, man. You lost me, bro. That's why. I can I can teach you guys the very basics and take you into advanced trading little by little, right? Gamebanger is actually saying this video is a download and safe for me. My bro, I appreciate you so greatly. I promise you one thing, man. I'm not trying to hide anything of the strategies that I pull. Why am I not doing that? Because it doesn't matter. Because you're never going to trade it like me. And guess what? I'm never going to trade it like you either. That's where the individual magic comes out from the new trader. The new trader has his or her own edge and creativity and, most importantly, imagination. That imagination is something that you want to get in touch with every new trader that you have, that you see developing, that you see coming in. Guys, I'm always looking for new talented traders, right? I'm always looking for them because it's absolutely amazing what someone new can do. So, guys, some of my master students that I have here, right? So far, guys, there have been 160 master students, right? Congratulations to all of them, by the way. But what I will tell you is that some of them have expressed to me some criteria to backtest and also have observed some different strategies that I'm just like, whoa, did you really just come up with that by yourself? Things that I had never thought of. And I want to make sure to continue developing new traders so that they can continue paying it forward. Right, you guys? My idea here is not for you to become a continued monthly subscriber. I don't want to give you alerts. I don't want to give you the buy signals. I want to give you the answers behind the fucking trade and how it's done, how it's executed, and how you oversee it. That's what I want. And then if that means that you never come back to Arca, then so fucking be it. I don't want to see you back here again because my purpose is so that you can become financially free for yourself and for your family, not for Arca, for you. All right? That's the way it fucking happens, guys. I love it, man. I love it. So, guys, please do me a favor, man. Hit that like button. Keep on coming to me, man. Ask me any questions you have, and I'll try my best to answer them for you, right? Yeah, shorts. Yeah, Stealth Dragon is saying momentum traders save long-term traders. And shorts will be shorts. And you know what? Stealth, take a look at this, right? Take a look at this. Let's invert it a little bit. What if we say this? Thank goodness for shorts. And then people are like, what? What do you mean, thank goodness for shorts? Well, here it is. Well, thank goodness for shorts because they're ultimately responsible for making the price go up, right? Tell me you haven't heard that shit before, man. Right? Now, guys, yes, I know there's a lot of you here in the chat who don't know who I am, right? My name is Arca, and I will tell you that I am a short bias trader. The reason why I am a short bias trader is because I was trained as a short bias trader. I didn't look for it that way. My mentor was my mentor, and he taught me that. I didn't even know that I was getting trained short, but he trained me short. Shit. So after some time, the bug bit me. So I learned more and more and more. And then I also lost all my money on AMC back when. So what happened? But then from there, I started studying, Ken Griffin. I wanted to know what made him him. And I wanted to know who he hired. Right? It's just the guy fucked up. On an interview, he said that you expect to go into a Staples Center and beat Kobe Bryant at his game in his court. And he said, this is my game. You're playing by my rules. When he said game and rules, it was fucking over. From that moment, I love solving puzzles. I have a bunch of Rubik's Cubes around, right? They're all solved. My son likes to take them apart, and I'll put them back for him, right? So, so I love solving these fucking things, right? So when he said that this is my game, these are my rules, holy shit, man. Did he open up the fucking floodgates into what was then, literally, I'm not kidding you, 4 months later, it was about 4 to 5 months later, the birth of Arca Bulls was there. And it was not what you think it was. I actually just wanted to show everybody that I had a mathematical thesis. Which one? The one that I just showed you. This one. When I first started trading, 5 months into my trading, I developed this. And I was thinking to myself, I'm going to go on Twitter. You know, this was like 3 years ago, right? And I said, I want to go on Twitter and see how many mathematicians can agree with this or see if I can get an edge over other smart traders. That didn't happen. I didn't get anyone to tell me otherwise. In fact, what I did was I started, kind of with like Redbox, the ticker RDBX, right? I just started tracking that ticker. And I started giving away the targets based on what math was saying. I started gathering a circle around me. People were like, dude, this guy, Arca Bulls, he's saying the targets over and over, and they're all meeting every fucking time he speaks. So people were just starting to gather a circle around me. And then somebody said, hey, Arca, I'm curious. Can you put that thing on BBBY? Can you put it on BBIG? So I did it for BBBY, right? And I called a massive 141% jump to the upside with entries and everything when I only had 40 followers. It happened. The price action went literally to the penny. Actually, 1 penny off. So, guys, for those of you, that's a thing. That's an inside joke within the Arca Bulls trading team and the master students. They all know that I'm always a fucking 1 penny off, right? So yes, I was 1 penny off on the target for BBBY back in 2000, 3 years ago, right? So it happened. So everybody started now following me. Then I had around 200 followers, right? So I didn't want to become an influencer. This wasn't my thing. I wanted to just trade, and I wanted to prove my mathematical thesis with other like-minded traders. I wanted to create systems with others, but I didn't get that chance. People just started following me because the targets that I put together were starting to, go there. And then people were like, dude, I'm bagged right now on this ticker. I'm bagged on this. I'm bagged on AMC. I'm bagged on that. Right? And then I dedicated myself to try to help people out of some terrible positions by expressing my own type of by expressing my own opinion as entertainment, right? And it worked out. And then guys, I started calling bigger and bigger and bigger moves. Large moves. big ass upside targets using mathematical thesis. And then I started getting hired as an analyst for other companies too, to be their statistical analyst and tell them where their price was likely to go. And then I started getting institutional proprietary trading desk positions from other hedge funds. I started getting offers like that, right? And I couldn't believe it. But what I can tell you is this. On the 6th month, when I first created Arca, it was 5 months, right? On the 6th month, it was really when it hit me. I looked at the charts. You know, I was talking to my wife in the kitchen, and she was telling me how whatever, you know, I think she was having kind of a tough day at work. It was a Thursday night, and I was on my broken laptop, right? Guys, remember I had lost 2 jobs. My son was going to die from a very, very critically low hemoglobin. He was born with a murmur. It was difficult, guys. It was really difficult, okay? So it was around that time I had already lost the 2 jobs, right? Because of COVID and because of whatever else. And my son was that we're about to lose our house. We're about to lose our fucking cars, everything. Every fucking thing. So I remember she was giving me her story, and I'm like, damn. Like, I looked at her. I'm like, damn, baby, that's fucking shitty. And I remember just looking down at the charts on that 6th month. And in that moment, it was the exact moment where I never looked back again. Because out of nowhere, the blank chart that I had up was completely full of lines, glowing lines in my head. And I saw it. I saw every support. I saw our behavior. I saw the anomalies. I don't know what the fuck that was, but I did. And then I looked up at my wife and I fucking told her, honey, I was like, I know how to do it. I like stuttered, right? I stuttered. I told her, I know how to trade. I know how to do it. And she goes, you know how to what? And I'm like, I know how to trade. I was like, I know how to trade. I know this. And she goes, what, I thought you already knew. I was like, no, you don't get it. Like, I know now. I know how to do it. And then like, I was already tearing up and she was like, oh my God, you know, I was like, and I told her we would never look back again. I told her we would literally never look back to our old lives again. And we never have. It has been tough, right? But we fucking never did. And I couldn't get a job because my son was so sick. I couldn't leave. So I was lucky that she got her job back. But I needed to figure out how to make money on the fucking side by myself with him sick next to me and my daughter at school. Right? So when all that was happening, you guys, I started looking up other traders, and I started noticing that other traders were also saying the same story. Be the Trader was the guy that I used to watch all the time for his interviews. So he interviewed a bunch of dudes, and some dude said the freaking same story the day after I said what I said to my wife. And guys, I got to tell you how it happened. And it's very short. It actually is super short. It's probably less than a minute long. It happened like this. It's because I got so excited over solving the puzzle instead of making the money. I'm not fucking joking. And then I heard that from several other traders afterward, and then my mentor came out with it, and I busted on the fucking floor crying because he did. Because I couldn't believe I heard this, and I couldn't believe it was being held back. But it was not that it was being held back. It was that he was trying to get me to figure it out. But I can't have groups of you in the thousands and then also in the hundreds trying to join my master's course. I can't do that to you individually. So I'm going to tell you right now how it is so that you understand what it took. It took for me to solve the puzzle first. It took for me to fall in love with solving the Rubik's Cube. It took for me to fall in love with swimming first, with being a car mechanic. It took for me to fall in love with drawing, with the craft, is what I'm trying to say. It took for me to fall in love with the craft before I can make a single dollar, before I can siphon any dollar out of that market. Because I was so excited to put together the thread that I was so excited that I forget to enter. And I would miss out on money all the time because I was more excited about solving it for people that were watching me. And that's my dead-ass honest truth. That's how I was fucking built. Because my son was fucking dying. because I lost 2 fucking jobs and I was about to lose everything. That's why I'm here, and that's how Arca Bulls were born. And that's why I want you part of the team. Because of the reasons, the underlying reasons. They're not nefarious. They're actually very much like a lot of people in here. So I want to show you how to do that, you guys. Lauren Wood, my brother, so good to see you again, buddy. Thank you so much for your dono, dude. Coin Fox, my buddy. Thank you for your dono, brother. And of course, D Money. I appreciate you so much, saying thank you, Arca. How high do you think AMC will go? Guys, did we talk about AMC's all the way to the top side price or no? Oh my goodness, man. Wait a second. Are we talking about the speculative up? Or are we talking about the normal up, right? Which one? Let me know which one you want to know. Red White saying everyone goes their own journey, and no one's journey is the same. Red White, I completely agree. Right? So it's the eventuality from that journey. And I can't thank mine enough, man. And I can't thank losing my jobs, and I can't thank Ken Griffin enough. Hear it right. Because if it wasn't for him to tell me that it was a game of rules, I wouldn't be out here fucking displaying to you guys what systems trading means. I have him to thank so that I can show you the fucking systems trading. Let's fucking go. Right, Coin Fox, my buddy saying long Arca Bulls fam, and hit those likes, my buddy. Thank you, dude. I owe you my life, dude. Thank you so much. Tough times are the refiner's fire, of course. Of course. D-Visual, what is up, man? So I appreciate everybody for coming on by, you guys. I love that you were able to hear the story, right? A lot of the interviews that I've been invited to as a guest speaker have asked me about that story, right? Because it's so profound. I don't want it to be profound to you. I just want you to know that there is also someone going through some fucked up situation like you were or like you are, right? But I had to find my fucking way out of it, and I had to, because or else my son wouldn't have a fucking roof over his head. And that's not an option. That's not the fucking option. So now, Nadine, we're about to find out what's up with that topside price, right? So what? Hi, your voice is so perfect through a mic. LOL. Oh my goodness. I promise you that you're not the only one that has said that before. I think a few other people have told me, have complimented my voice. I mean, I've been a singer for like 23 years, so hopefully that could be a good reason. Michael Andrew saying congrats everyone who believes in the company. I agree, buddy. I agree. Guys, so tell me, are we looking for the speculative target upside for AMC, or are we looking for the local target? Right? Because someone came up to me and asked me about they asked me about the speculative targets that one other day, and I guess I could show them to you. Right? But for now, do you guys remember how we came up with them? Let me see if I have the chart here. Let me see if I think I have it. Mark Roach is saying the golden throat. Nadine, oh, I love you. Thank you so much. No, for real, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. A lot of people say, oh, you're rasp. You know, I kind of like that rasp. it also, you know what? I think it has I think it has I guess a cool announcer's voice or whatever. But also remember that I'm literally, I am like a seasoned pro of audio engineering, right? Because I am a multi-instrumentalist, singer, musician. I've been writing and composing, I don't know, maybe 22 plus years, 23 years, around there. Like, so I also could audio engineer, so I can make my voice sound really crisp and to the in front of your face. What's up, Chloe? Oh, Chloe is saying that she finds my voice so soothing. I love it. Thank you so much. Nadine is saying I'm buying some 22 calls for the 21st expiry. Is that stupid? Well, well, you know what? Right now they would be at the bottom price, right? So I would be very careful coming into the price, because AMC and GME are about, well, I'm thinking that they're going to ride up, right? They're going to ride up in the immediate short term. You gonna be my agent? All right, cool. Can you sign me? Okay, hell yeah. Send me an email and we're gonna talk the contract, right? You're gonna sign. You're Nike, and I'm LeBron James. So you sign me. It's all good. Smooth jazz. I can't do that, man. The 94.7. My bro. Oh, dude, yeah. Not with all this screaming and all this shit that I've been doing here, man. I'm in no position, right, dude? But guys, you've like, guys, every single day, you hear me. I swear on everything. Every single day, you hear me. Where? Well, here, look, just listen, right? This thing that we put together as that intro. You guys know it. This thing, listen. That? The intro song? That's me and my boy singing. This is my production, guys. You guys are crazy, man. You guys want to hear more about me? Listen, this is me singing in Spanish right here. That's your boy. Yeah, guys, a lot of people ask me all the time. That's me, man. I love you guys. You guys are insane, man, for asking all those crazy questions, man. It's all good, man. It's all good. Back Alley Scan saying, loving it, right? Chloe George saying, LOL, I truly do. I also listen to Jackie Latitz, and I have to repeatedly turn down the volume. I love him, but stresses me out. Loving this, okay. And I know, you know what? Jackie Latitz has been so cool. He's brought in a lot of the family in here too, and I'm completely thankful for him. Right? It's sick. I need to hear you sing. Oh my goodness. Oh, guys. Yeah, I promise, you know what? I promise we'll go ahead and schedule a time to where I'm not yelling at people all the time, right? To join the Arca Bulls trading team, or else you're going to get your ass handed to with the institutions, and Ken Griffin's going to come and fucking lick everybody's ass. Guys, yeah, when we do this, maybe one day when I'm not yelling at everybody, then we'll be cool, right? I got to not mistreat my voice the way I do in order for me to sing for real, right? Team, I'm sorry, man. I don't understand how like this thing just deviated away. Guys, I love you, okay? Monster Mike, what is up, dude? My bro is saying, let's hear the whole song, man. Let's hear that whole So D-Visual, no, I don't need to make a song for Jackie, bro. Jackie makes his own music too. He's good. He does his thing, you know? He holds his shit down. And now FaZe is saying you need to sing GME songs and it'll go viral. You really think so? Oh my goodness. You know, the songs that I put up here, there were just songs that I just had forever, and I just put them up. Right? I just put them up because it's been years that they've been in my catalog, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just put this up, and I'll have people listen to that. Right? Like, I mean, there's also, you know, like, for example, this, right? I also have like hype ass music, right? So that in case price action is gonna go to the upside like fucking insane on AMC and GME, right? I can get you guys all hyped up on maybe some EDM. You know? So I promise you that guys, I'm a multi-instrumentalist, right? Multi-genre creator. So really any genre. I have actually credits with 20th Century Fox. Some of my music, I can't believe I'm saying this, man. This is not the fucking channel for it. This is for trading, right? But guys, I have credits with 20th Century Fox because some of my music is up on the spin-off for the Sons of Anarchy, right? The Mayans. So I also have TV credits, right? So I'll create anything. So this is your hype fucking dubstep, right? Let's get it. Hey. I love you guys, man. I love you guys so much, bro. You guys are crazy with all those questions, man. I love you guys, man. Thank you everybody for coming on by. I will say something, man. I I can't believe. Guys, usually when I talk about these types of things, there's a huge drop in viewership, but I can't believe you guys are still here with me, man. You guys are insane. I love you guys so much, man. We're really building a family here, man. We're really building a family here. And I can't be more thankful, man. But yeah, that was the first venture, guys. I'm a seasoned pro. I produce artists, right? I release them. That's my thing. I've been doing that forever. Let's put it this way. In the trade, I have just about 7,000 hours built of trading. In music, I have around 22, I would say. No, I would say actually, oh, wow, no way. Yeah, I think I'm at about 24,000 hours on music, like in music. So if you think it's cool when I trade, shit, man, just give me another year. I love you, Mark Roach, my bro. Hey, yo, Papo, what's up, man? You only have 10 shares of AMC. Dude, no joke, I do too. I only went in $400. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go in 400 here, right? And I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. So we break another resistance. I'm going to go 500 there, right? As soon as we break that resistance and we push up to the next resistance, validate that resistance and create it. Break the resistance, validate the support. Then I'm going to buy another 500, right? So I want to see if I can go in around, I don't know, maybe 2,000, 3,000 bucks. I'm going to keep it light, right? We can't go insane, guys. We can't do that. Well, me, right? Because I literally depend on trading for my family every day. So I'm a full-time trader. So I can't YOLO all of it. Lux is saying everybody is refreshing super strong. And Div Twitter page, nice. So Nadine is saying, give us your hypothetical price targets, June 21st, GME and AMC. Okay. On that date, there could be a price decline. All right. So here's something that a lot of people were talking about, right? DFV, Roaring Kitty, he ended up exercising his shares, before, right? Years ago. He exercised his options contracts a few days before. So if he's going to follow that historical pattern, I guess, then there could be there could be that repeating of history again, to where he just removes his risk into the quad witching. Remember, guys, that June 21st is a major expiry. It's a phenomenon, right? Where all major options expire. Your futures options, your single stock options, all of it. They all expire at one time, and it's a phenomenon that happens every third week of the month, I believe it was, something like that, right? So CoinFox is asking me to run a poll here. Let's go ahead and do it. Yeah, let's see. Arca, run a quick poll. Are you holding AMC GME? All right, I'm down. I'm gonna write it right now. So go ahead and submit your votes as soon as I have this up, right? Are you holding? Which one are you holding, right? Well, I mean, should we add in all? Because I mean, whatever. We can just do the three, right? Because you can also vote. I don't know if you could actually. Damn. Damn, bro. Let me add the option here. I'm going to put all. All right, here we go. Which one are you holding? AMC, GME, FFIE, or all? Boy, you know what? I didn't even put none, but it's all good. Submit your votes. Let's see what the stats are, man. Spike TV just said, I own all three. Bro, it's all good, man. It's all good. I'd like to see you apply Elliott wave theory in your analysis. Otis. Both Elliott wave, right? Impulse waves, even Wyckoff theory, right? On let's just say, for example, this. It's very rare that I use impulse waves as part of my analysis because impulse waves are usually used based on psychology. So it's literally the belief that we're inside of an impulse wave to get everybody to believe that it is happening. Another reason. whatever time frame that you're observing. Say for example, this is the 5-day, and you're observing here that this could be your first impulse wave. Impulse wave number 2 just appeared, and we're on our way to impulse 3, right? So, what would it be on a 5-day time frame back tested? So, has that been respected historically throughout the entire trading history of the asset, the underlying, on this time frame? So that's another thing that you would have to keep under consideration. So it's not only the raw belief that gives it a validation, but it's also the back test results. So if it's been used oftentimes historically, and it shows that it did perform it and it reached every single target, then that would give you one good iteration, right? So then you would look back further, and then you notice another one, and then it's another good iteration. So you would actually have to backtest the time frame of the underlying asset throughout its entire trading history, and that doesn't mean that time frame is going to be consistent to a smaller one. So 5-day Elliott wave may work, but daily Elliott wave may not, right? So now you use Euclidean. Oh my goodness, dude, we can get really deep. I bet. So and same thing with Wyckoff theory, right? Because Wyckoff theory has the your prior signs of strength, your springs, your terminal shakeout is what I mean, right? Your Wyckoff reaccumulation or distribution phases. I know them all. I do, but I don't use them because they're mostly psychology, and it's really within the belief of the sentiment that we are currently within it or not. So if I notice it, I will say it out loud, but it has to be impeccable to the point to where it's not being forced whatsoever. And then I'll put it in, right? So Matt is saying, I'm hearing people say we are in a gamma squeeze for GME. I don't know what the difference is. Is there a difference between a regular squeeze and a gamma squeeze? Yeah, actually, yes, there is. Now, the gamma squeeze is based on options contracts currently going through something called a gamma ramp, right? So as soon as you start getting those $20 strikes in the money, those $20 strikes are going to start running gamma, right? They're going to start applying gamma into the delta. So this means that you need to know what Greeks are within the trade, although they may not be actually Greeks, right? We get it, gal, if you're in there, right? But if you got to know what you got to know what your delta is, right? You'll got to know what your theta is. You got to know what the gamma, rho, vega, all of those mean something inside of your options contract, right? So if you are, say for example, you have a $20 strike, and for every $1 to the upside that the asset makes, you can make an average of about 60 cents. So 60 cents would be multiplied times 100 shares of the underlying, right? So that you're going to get the 100 shares of the one options contract multiplied by 60, and that's how much delta you're getting. Now, for every dollar that you complete, you're going to get a boost of gamma. So that gamma gets deposited into your delta as kind of like a bonus, right? Now, when your options contracts runs in the money, so say, for example, you bought the $20 strike when we were trading at 15. When that options contract is $20, that means it's out of the money. You're trading at $15. You're saying that we're going to go up to 20. So once it passes 20, that means that you're now in the money, and your gamma and your delta start to get insane, right? They start to increase by drastic numbers also because your implied volatility, or AKA your Vega metric, right, starts to increase that valuation too. Implied volatility would tell you that your options contract is going to increase by point. So if implied volatility is at 100%, down at the bottom it'll say Vega. So Vega will tell you 0.007 or some shit like that. That would be 0.007 times 100, because there are 100 shares, for every 1 point that implied volatility moves. So 100% to 101% would be 0.007 times 100 shares. Now, what if you have 120,000 shares or contracts, right? So you can only imagine how that goes. I saw the implied volatility on some of these options contracts go up to the thousands of percents. So that means that for every point from freaking 80 or 100, it went 101, 102, 103, 104, all the way to 1,000, you were getting 0.007 times 100 every single point of implied volatility that went up. So when that implied volatility goes up, your gamma goes insane and your delta goes insane. So gamma starts ramping into delta. So gamma builds and builds and builds, and that creates a gamma squeeze, a gamma ramp. That's what happened in June of 2021 for AMC and in February of 2021 for GME. Those were in the money options contracts experiencing gamma, right? And the price action just going up and 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 up. So it's freaking insane, right? It's not a grandma ramp. Yeah, you guys. So that's your difference. A short squeeze would be something different, right? So that would be using shares. That's not. So if somebody, say for example this, right? You wanted to short GME at $10. So you go FOMO, right? You go YOLO. I'm going to short all of my money on GME from $10 because I know that this fucker is going to go down to $1. So that would be you shorting, right? You're going to borrow 100 shares or whatever amount of shares that you want. Let's just say that your YOLO was to short one share. Let's just do that. Your YOLO was to short one share at $10 because you believe that it's going to go down to $1. So you're going to borrow one share with the promise that you're going to return the share for the difference of price going from $10 to $1 when it reaches there. That's your margin. That's your credit, right? So you're going to borrow it. So then you give it back when price action reaches that number. So the market maker, the institution, or whatever, the broker dealer gives you the difference between $10 and $1 in profit to the upside for you, right? Now, what happens if it was two shares? So that would be, you notice that there was like a $10, let's just say it was a $9 difference, right? So now the next one is going to be, let's just say 10 to round it off nice. So you got $10 in difference because of the short. Then you get two shares. That's $20 in difference, right? So you do three shares. That's $30, $40, $50, 5 shares, right? 60 shares. You get $100 back if you get 10 shares shorted, $10, right? Now what happens if you shorted 1 million shares, right? What happens if you shorted 1 million shares from 10 to 1? Well, that's a shitload of money that you just made on that difference. Now get this. Motherfuckers shorted at $5 or $10. We're sitting at fucking $30 right now from those fools shorting at 5 and 10. What the fuck just happened? You know what I mean? So shit, they're way out of the money. They're way out of the money. So this right now, when price action goes up, it forces those short sellers to close their position. So similar to you, right? Say, for example, you bought GME at 40 and now it's down to 30. You're thinking to yourself, damn, it went down $10. I fucking lost my ass. That's the same way. So because it went down $10, you're down $10 times however many shares you have, right? So the short sellers are the opposing way. They're the inverse of that. So that means that they're shorting at $10. This shit went to 20, then 30, then 40, then 50, and they're getting squeezed little by little. They're saying, no, I can't afford any more losses. So they cover. So they cover their position. So they cover their short. So that means that you squoze that short. So little by little, they start getting the squeeze starts happening little by little to one by one. So if this thing goes to fucking infinity, they're losing all the way up. So that's the short squeeze difference between the squeeze difference between a gamma and a short squeeze. So it's important to know both of them. And what's interesting is that the gamma ramp can cause, that usually is the cause of the short squeeze. It's a gamma squeeze, right? The options contract's running into the money. Gamma starts to freaking run through the moon. Implied volatility fuels both gamma and your delta. So both of those metrics are going and going and going. So once you had 60 cents per 100 shares that you had, that shit is then, when you're in full gamma, that motherfucker is probably $10 for every dollar that you're getting per contract. You know, and then further and further, and that's how great money is made. But it's very difficult to catch those moves too. Because if implied volatility is not present, then you are also subject to losing money on that way up. iPro saying, Arca, will DFV exercising his calls impact the price, you think? Could it be hedged already? Well, here, you're asking me a question that could be insinuating that there are more illegal shares than the illegal shares that already cannot be covered by the exercising of the shares that he has. Okay, so that's you're asking me an infinity upon infinity question. My short answer to you is yes, price action can be affected. It can be, and it can be affected towards the upside. But will it be affected immediately? That's the ultimate question. People want to know is if the moment that he exercises his calls, is it going to be affected on the price action? If he doesn't announce that, let's just say this. If he does not announce that his position is exercised, then the price action will gradually increase because the market maker will not be able to fulfill the order fill right away. We're talking millions of shares. So that means that he's going to potentially go, right? That means that the price action is potentially going to go up gradually because they're going to fill 1,000 here, 2,000 there, 500 here, 250 there, 3,000 there, right? So price action will gradually go up. But what would happen is that if he announces, I exercise my shares, the gamma won't come from them covering from them fulfilling his shares, from the institutions buying at the lit market price. It's not that. It's gonna be the FOMO that because he said that he exercised, then everybody's gonna fucking buy. Everybody's gonna buy in anticipation that these prices are gonna go up because they're buying them little by little at the lit market price, at whatever price. That's what's gonna drive it up, really. Right? So, God forbid, my bro says, yo, I exercised my shares tonight. That would create a frenzy like you don't fucking know. Now, the frenzy is going to likely get halted at every single couple minutes that you go by. A single group of minutes, right? It's going to be 2 or 3 minutes halted. 1 minute halted. Open halted. Open halted. So the price action would really rip in the after hours. So what I'm saying here is that, yes, there could be an effect in price action, but it depends on how it's being executed and if it's being announced. You know? Yeah, it's going to take a lot of time to fulfill all of those shares. There's millions of them. There's no way that guys, if you're, I know that I have a few whales in here. So when you cover, say, a position that has around 15,000, 25,000 shares, you don't get them filled at the same moment. Even if you have a direct access order router, they tend to fill little by little. So they'll go partially filled, partial, done, and you're good. It took like a minute or two, but you got them. But now think about the difference between 25,000 shares and then think about like 12 million. You know, it's a significant difference. Still waiting for my prediction, says Nadine. All right. Let's see. Shoot, how can we close? So he could post a YOLO update after market ends with he's already warning you. He's already warning you that the position is being held. So that means that if price action goes up and he does not hold a position, you know, that can create that. He's already telling you that there could be upside price action when and if He exercises them. I honestly think that the better option for him is to exercise. Right? I mean, he can let him go to expiry, but then he's risking being out of the money. He can exercise now, but then he's risking price action not to be at 80. You know, it's just, I mean, remember guys, he was damn near a billionaire at freaking 60 something dollars. We just went there. You know, and right now my homeboy is still holding 200 million down. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, Nadine, honestly, at the end of the day, volatility will not be against you if you're holding shares. Price, as in options contract, if you're holding options, price will, or the valuation of your position can have the potential of multiplying by great sums, right? Way outside of the normal rules of holding a traditional share, because one share, if it goes up $1, it's $1. If it goes up $10, it's $10. But with an options contract, if it goes up let's just say that $10 is $10, and that's your 10% gain. With an options contract, if it goes $10, the speed in which it gets there matters. So if it goes up there really fast, that could be a 100% gainer when you only got 10% on your shares. You know, so that's the risk there. But, you know, that's where shit gets real. GME 200 today? I don't know, brother. I don't know, but something tells me that no, because remember that DFV, he was saying, guys, I'm going to be back, right? This is I'll see you around. I'll see you around. So him seeing us around is already, you know, kind of saying that we're on the journey and we're going to make this shit happen. Remember that it did take a few weeks for it to fulfill the last time. We're not even there. I think it was a 34-day average. I think that happened the last time or whatever that was. And we're at around day 20 or 24 or something like that. There's still way more time. Well, if that's what they want to do, right? They dumped the SPY on Friday. They dumped GME on Friday, and then they ran the SPY when we knew that GME was running in tandem. Right? So if those are the type of games that they're going to fuck around with, then what's the deal here? What's the real deal? You know, that's, to me, we already got the pullback on the week and the 5-day close. Then you have the statistics, the retrace. The 60 to 70% of the time that you'll get a 44 to 50% retrace of the prior bar, just like we said on Friday would happen. But we just didn't know that we were going to go 100% retrace. We knew that we could potentially go 44 to 50, right? But just we didn't know we were going to go 100. That's not usual. But the data is the data. Okay, fine. You got me. Let's go ahead and do it. Let me pull up the charts here and see if I have these. Let me see if I have these targets here for you. Right. This is the AMC. Okay, that's my stat. Okay. All right, hold on. Okay, let me see this on a 4-hour. Still not quite there. Hold on. We're going to speculate on that. I'm down. Let's see how I can get us. To go to the freaking moon over here, right? I'll pull up my threads of analysis and see how we can get this to ride. Hold on. All right, I have one. I see it. Okay, so oh man, are we really broken out of that? Yes, we are. Okay, all right. So yeah, this is currently what I'm seeing. Right, here's your breakout. Let me put this back in. Here's your breakout. This or right here, right? So this is about, I would say, that's a very close 75-80% to the apex. It's still good enough. Now you have three targets on this that you can observe, right? So if that's the case, hold on, let's see just how far away we are. It's still part of the breakout. It's ridiculous. It's taking too long already, but your technical targets are still in. Ugh. Yeah, that's getting a little scary here. If these targets are still in line for price action sitting here, which really shouldn't be, but it's okay, we'll go over them. The original play was set to have 3 targets based on the break of a falling wedge. So 3 targets, right? This would be your target number 1. Breakout, it met. Okay, now target number 2 would be set right at the breakout formation here. Speculative, guys. Remember, speculative. This would take you to 97.91. Third breakout target would take you to 153.54. Those are the equivalent highs of August 2022. Right? So this is based on this formation's breakout. Right? So this is AMC. Now, as far as GME, I mean, this is ridiculous, guys. We're trading at $4. Fuck, that's insane. West Coast, let's see. If you're not greedy and you play your options correctly, yeah, absolutely. I agree. I completely agree. So for GME, the speculative targets, for those of you who are curious, are in the annual chart. For those of you who remember, I know you already saw it, right? So let's go ahead and just display it for those who are new. The annual chart is not usually something that anyone looks at. Okay, this is your annual chart bull flag. If you really have a bull flag happening here, that means that you have a measured move. Take a trend line from the top side to the bottom side of your bull flag, right? And you apply it to the top end. This is your speculative target. Right? So I feel uncomfortable fucking saying it because that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? So now let's do this. How about a current annual candle? Range high to range low. Where is that in comparison to a 618? Bam. Look at that. So geometrically, it agrees with the formation because it does have a behavioral anomaly. People tend to realize the targets of a bull flag. It's a normal thing, right? Another thing is that we still have 6 months and 22 days to complete this candle here, and to my knowledge, we're creating a series of higher highs. So far, so good, right? Okay, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and end the poll. Let's go ahead and end the poll. I want to know which ones you guys are holding. Ian, love you, buddy. I don't know if that's you. Oh, Ian is not here. I see. Okay. So yeah, guys. See, that's the thing is that if there is a ride to the upside and there is like a per se this squeeze thing, right? I don't like talking about numbers like this in the first place. That's not my deal. My deal is day-to-day price action. But I can speculate on this because I've been a data analyst for companies in determining where trend can take their price. Okay, the bottom line is here. I'm noticing a bull flag, very bullish formation. Now, the bull flag or any formation in general, right, would be validated or would be, let's just say it like this, it would have a better batting average if it were in the upper time frame. So if you're looking at it on the 1 minute time frame or the 5 minute time frame, it has a very little, it's a 50% probability that it'll hit. In fact, it may be even less. So as the time frames grow and your formations grow, they have a higher hit rate. This is a yearly hit. This is a yearly fucking formation. So I'm noticing this. I'm noticing series of higher highs, bullish. I'm noticing bull flag, bullish. I am also noticing this. You guys remember me talking about this about an hour ago. This is your golden pocket right here. Between 2047 and 3173 just happens to be the 0.618 Fibonacci ratio and the 0.382. We're smack in the middle right now. That's your spring. Price action in this area is very bullish. Very, very bullish. Next thing to observe. This is a massive outside green bar from the prior year. This is already massively bullish. So you have a trifecta happening within an annual chart. I look at this because people are wondering how hard this can run. So I can give you targets to the upside based on an annual trend in case it has a big, huge ass price action prediction or probability is what I'm trying to say. So this is why I come up with these targets the way that I do. So just in case, remember, follow your geometric means. You have one here at 206.85. Right? Sorry. Your geometric mean is sitting, we already kind of reached that one so many times here. 34.86, right? We also have the 272s. This is 108. That's the target that people were asking me about. People were saying, hey, Arca, Jackie has a target of around $90. And I'm like, oh, that's curious. You know, I actually have a target of about 108, 107. You know, so that's one of my potential targets here. Right? So, what's your safe bet for AMC calls before the 21st? If you can give that, hypothetically speaking, and speculatively speaking, and entertaintively, entertainmently. I'm just fucking around. Guys, I am purposely not playing options contracts. I know they're the ones that are gonna rip, that are gonna get you, like, you know, if price action goes, they're the ones that are gonna give you the biggest return. I get it, you know, but I feel that I don't want to be subject to implied volatility. I don't want to be Ivy crushed is what I'm trying to say. So if the shorts really attack and price action comes down like crazy, the shares would only be down the dollars that they're down. But if your calls get IV crushed, then you could be down, you know, several hundreds of % and potentially lose all of your entry. You know, so at least with the shares, you're only losing the valuation of the dollar. You know, you're going up a dollar, you're going down a dollar, and that's it. So if you you know what I mean. So I personally think that I can't speak on the options contracts for that, you guys, but I can say this: if you have enough shares, then maybe consider covered calls, because that's free premium. With volatility, you're just going to get free premium over and over and over and over again, and that would be great. That would be great. All right, so guys, I am getting your Venmos and your support for the Arca Bulls trading team through these links. So for those of you who got them, just be patient with me. Make sure to provide your Discord link, right, or your Discord username, and go into the Discord, and I'll see you there, and I'll assign the role. I'll give you the lifeline. Okay, but yeah, I'm sorry that I'm not doing it right now. It's just I'm live, right? So just give me a little bit of time, and I'll give you the role. Just all you have to do is just show up, and I'll give you the role as soon as you're there. Okay, you guys? So, guys, I think this is a pretty good place to leave off the stream, right? I know that some of you are in the East Coast. You really have to consider sleep. After midnight right now, right? You're not going to get any sleep before we trade the financial markets. But make sure to join the team. Come by, right? And we'll observe the price targets together. We'll observe price action live together and everything. Most importantly, we'll also go over opportunities in the interim to make sure that if in case you're really bullish, AMC and GME, there are other places that can return cash, right? And then you get that cash and dump it into your GME or AMC, however you like. There's really an infinite amount of ways to bring in cash that's not already in your pocket. You know what I mean? Make your dollars work for you. Bring some more dollars back, and then using that money, you can long more position. And that's generally what I like to do. I'm not going to go from out of pocket to gain more in the position. So that I know that I have time. I'm going to break resistance later. I'm going to trade the interim on other tickers, right? I'll get the gains on safe plays, and then I'll buy more of AMC or GME when we break resistance. So it's a sound way of doing it, right? But I love everybody for coming on out, right? So please remember that I have to say it one more time. I only have a limited amount of seats for that ArcMastersCourse, the beginners training program, right? It's a 5-week mentorship program. So just get your seats now because I'm really filling up. I can only have so many people inside of that Discord. So make sure to sign up as soon as you can. Don't miss out. Okay, you guys. So Titty Sprinkles saying gotta be at work at 6 in 6 hours, no problem. Chilling. Rocket ships. Moon time. GME. Let's go. I love you, the fan. Good to see you. Good to see you guys. All right, so team, please remember, get in touch with me with any questions or concerns you may have. But I really appreciate everybody for coming on out. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel on the way out, and we'll be hanging soon. All right, you guys. Thank you, team. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as it cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Ever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well a very, very good rest of your day and or night. And I'll catch you at the Bell Mañana. Fucking adios.